Today, I thought I was going to be done with this topic, but we got one more thing to talk about, and that is more this criticism isn't as smart as it sounds. And here's a good thing that we got right here from ZZ Anonymous, the account that keeps on giving. These guys literally purposely made two different personalities for a character with no voice lines. Yeah, this is where we're at, guys. This is exactly where we're at. But let's take a look at this video. Season 3's criticism isn't as smart as it sounds.
ZZZ failing its identity is a topic millions are discussing right now. But the argument gets this.
Wait, what did he say? Wait, what did I say? I don't use Twitter, so shout out to this guy. Oh, that based.
But the argument gets destroyed the second you realize ZZZ has always been an urban fantasy. I mean, did we forget there's a demon in Section 6? Did we forget that Miyabi's sword can talk?
Hi, how are you?
Yes, because in an urban setting, because this is what people do. They only pay attention to the urban part of the game and not the fantasy part. They only think about the urban and that's it. Miyabi's sword as a cursed sword makes no sense in an urban setting. Shukaku being an Oni, oh no, Onis existing in the process should not work.
Talk?
Hi, how are you?
Fantasy has always been a part of ZZZ's identity.
Yes, yes it has. It literally has. That's why it is called an urban fantasy. We can look this up actually. Oh, if you just simply Google search, it is officially classified as an urban fantasy ARPG.
And if you don't believe me, well, the devs already told us this.
Yeah, like I literally looked it up too. You can Google search it, urban fantasy.
And this blend isn't even unique to ZZZ. Popular media like Jujutsu Kaisen, MHA, One Punch Man, and Dandadan are urban fantasy too.
And nobody gives them nobody gives them any type of problems for them doing the exact same thing that ZZZ is doing. It's just that ZZZ is the punching bag of the Hoyo games now.
The reason you don't see their fans complaining about fantasy in their, well, urban fantasy is because the genre expects it. So let's cut to the real criticism. ZZZ fans aren't mad at fantasy existing. Well, at least I hope they're not. They're mad
Yeah, they always happen.
at the urban identity feeling abandoned. Now, this would be good criticism if it were true. So, is it?
Let's find out.
Season 2 is centered around corrupt capitalism and corporate greed. Two
Yes.
themes that are common in most urban media.
That is
And
true.
it's not like you need to be a crazy English major to know this. Yishwen in the teaser straight up just tells you.
Greed leads to disaster.
Seems real mysterious.
Now, this statement was a clear dissection of Porcelumex and the corrupt military's greed being the catalyst for a lot of this chapter's conflict. It's a critique of the capitalist political system. So, urban.
Yes.
Hell, characters
That's literally all stuff in the story.
like Orphe and Anby only exist because societal themes demanded them to. Their existence is the embodiment of these weird corporations abandoning their morality for military control.
100% true. And I said this before in my other video that I reacted to, talking about the complaints with ZZZ Season 3. The humanity is doing whatever it can to save themselves to defeat the ethereals. And some of it is good, and some of it is really dark and extremely bad. Like Orphe and Sambi. I think people understand that, right?
And if you thought these themes stopped at military and businesses, you're dead wrong. Even the Void Hunter challenged societal philosophies surrounding humanism, quite literally rending the heavens and challenging the divine. Like any other good urban fantasy, they use their fictional abilities to uplift the message. we're tackling societal philosophies that have existed throughout multiple layers of history. And it doesn't even stop there. Constructs like Banyue, Arya, and Yokai explore ZZZ's urban identity politics and prejudice, tackling the hasty generalization and personal conflict that constructs face all the time. The urban identity.
Yup. Constructs do not get treated well in ZZZ. Realistically, right? Think about it. We're talking about a new species. I'm going to put in quotation marks. Species of people that, quote unquote, do look like us, but on the inside, let me phrase that. On the outside, they look like us. Some of us, like Shinji and Arya, but on the inside, they're made out of nuts, bolts, electronics, cords, etc., right? And people are just not that fond of trying to coexist with something this new and dangerous because, well, humanity and people in general controls one big thing that people like to do. And simply, if you can't control something that's new, like a new species like intelligence constructs, then there is a potential chance for them to either one, rebel and take over. Well, that's the main part, actually. Rebel and take over. So, there's a lot of, a little bit of discrimination as well when it comes to constructs, because they're afraid of what they could potentially do and what their power is, but they still walk and talk like people. We still treat them as people, so that's good. ZZZ has a lot of dark themes.
Never left. Fantasy simply coexists with it. And the final nail in the coffin is the very thing that started this debate. Season 3. Religion, control, and utopian themes are central conflicts in this season. And
Yup. Let me hear that real quick. Let me just make sure. This is gonna get interesting.
control and utopian themes are central Religion, control, and utopian themes are central conflicts in this season.
Yes.
And Sunbringer embodies a new societal conflict: religious monarchy. And it's not like the story was subtle about it. The Rascolifer card depicts people praying to her, similar to how they treated her during her time below. This is the direct antithesis to the humanism philosophy last season covered. This is the new societal theme. And if you're still not buying the religious allegories, just look at her alias. She's the inventor of Bang Boo. She's quite literally their god.
Yup. She is literally the one that created Bang Boos. The little guys that we see every day in ZZ. One of the most embodied figures, creatures that roam around in New Eridu and everywhere you go. And she is basically a god in this case.
Sitting on their throne. If any season is going to tackle intense urban themes, it's this one. Look, I get it. The setting changed and you thought the urban game you loved just disappeared. But the core urban themes you claim to be here for never left. It's time to stop saying the identity was lost and start admitting that this game's vision might not be what you thought it was. And there's nothing wrong with that.
That is 100% true. It is okay. Because a lot of consensus, what I'm getting from people is they want season 1 every time in ZZZ. They wanted to keep that urban style of street clothing, like with the street clothing, baggy pants, short shorts, all that type of shit, right? They wanted that graffiti. I get it, right? It's a cool aesthetic in season 1. But you gotta really think about it. Only keeping the story in New Eridu is going to be super boring. And it's not going to do much in the grand scheme of things. What are you going to do is the question. Build off of every single character each season in New Eridu? that we've already seen plenty of times, even though we've gotten a little bit of their lore, or sometimes barely none of their lore, or got a whole bunch of lore. No, people are going to leave in droves. People want something new, they want something fresh, and they want different themings that the ZZ team can most definitely tackle. I like what they did for Season 3. I like what it's going into, what the theming and stuff are going to happen. And I might actually pay attention to the story in ZZZ this time. Season 2, I paid attention bits and pieces of it, but I wasn't really too in tune with it. I did see like some of the themings that they were going for, but the overall story was just, yeah, I just wasn't the biggest fan of Season 2. I'm not going to hold y'all, but I'm very interested in Season 3. But then again, at the end of the day, this direction that ZZ is going to is not the vision that most people didn't see. And that is okay to admit. That is okay. You can admit that you wanted to mainly see Season 1 all the time. That's okay. But for me, I would much rather have the character design team tackle new places, new outfit designs, and construct their personalities in a good way. We don't know how Sunbringer is going to act in this story. We don't know how Ramel is going to really fully develop in the story. We have no idea how all these characters are going to react and interact in the story. We don't have their full-blown models yet. The only two ones we got is, well, if I'm being real, we've only gotten Vanilla, Ramela, but we haven't gotten her new outfit, and Norma. We don't know the full outfit of Sunbringer or anybody else. So, yeah.
Shout out to my Discord boosters and YouTube members. That's about it. Peace out. If you genuinely thought the urban theme disappeared, no offense, bro, it might be time to go back to school.
Good video by Dingo Bob. This was a really good video. Make sure you still go subscribe to him. He's actually a really good dude. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, man, like people really thought like the urban feeling of the game was gone, but it was always there. And then people solely paying attention to the urban, holy shit, it's bright in my background, to the urban part of the game is losing the full focus, because in the first 20 seconds he already proved that this isn't just fully urban. Shoot, I can add on to what he was talking about with Section 6. Yanagi literally has Oni blood in her veins. She has superhuman strength and durability and speed because of the Oni blood. I believe she has, I think it's endurance and strength. I'm not sure of the speed. No, actually it is speed too, because she's electric. She also has the electricity to her. So yeah, she has all them buffs because she has Oni blood in her system. No urban office lady is going to be walking around blocking trucks or anything like that and hitting crazy ass speeds. Nobody's doing that. But that's enough for me today. I think this video is basically the last video on this topic, so we can finally move on. I'm sorry if I've been talking about it so much, but this is very good for me to talk about, to really push my thoughts and ideas out there so people understand. It's not that I'm eating up the slop or whatever people are saying. It's literally the context. You just need context clues. That's it. That's all I'm saying. You just need context clues of what's going on in the story, in the game. And the vision of ZZZ is probably not the vision you were thinking of playing out. That's about me. I'm done. I'll see you later.